Hello, my name's Paul Gow. I'm the CEO of Tribeca Resources Corporation. Tribeca is a TSXV listed copper explorer working predominantly in northern Chile. In this brief update today, I'd like to give you an overview of the results from our recent field campaigns at our Chiricuto project, and also give you a flavour for why we're so excited about getting stuck into drilling this in the upcoming quarter. First, I should note that there are some forward-looking statements in this video. Now, here's an overview of the Chilean IOCG belt. What you'll see on this map is two locations where Tribeca is working. This one in the south is our cornerstone La Higuera project, which I won't mention further today, but instead I'm going to talk about a Chiricuto project that sits further up here in the north. It's located in an emerging copper district, and I say emerging because there's a lot happening, particularly with regards to Capstone Copper, who have three significant projects in the area. The first is the operation at Manto Verde, which has both a sulfide and an oxide process plant. You'll see it's an enormous resource, over 1 billion tonnes, 0.47 copper in the sulfide and 0.21 in the oxide. Capstone Copper produced their first saleable sulfide concentrate in June of this year, so it's a relatively new sulfide operation. Their other project is Santo Domingo, which is out to the east here. It's 537 million tonnes at 0.3% copper. It's an IOCG project. It's essentially a copper, gold, iron and cobalt deposit. What I should also note is a couple of months ago, Capstone Copper announced that they had also purchased the Sierra Norte project, which sits just to the north of these two projects in this area. And it's predominantly, from what I understand, an oxide copper project with probably sulfide potential below. So look, here's a zoom into that area. You'll see this is the Chiricuto property that I'm going to talk about. And it's essentially 15 kilometres from the Manto Verde operation. And you'll see on this satellite image the enormous mining activity, the pits and associated infrastructure there at Manto Verde. So in terms of the geology, you'll see that Chiricuto is located in this zone of pale blue colour, which is the La Negra Formation, which is the same unit that hosts the Manto Verde deposit. So we think it's prospective geology. If we move in a little closer, you'll see that the infrastructure through the Chiricuto project is fantastic. This is a very well-formed access road that runs straight through the middle of the licence area. And the licence area covers both some hills out here in the west and the east, but is predominantly covered by this channel fill in the middle of the valley. So one of the things that got us into this area was the pre-existing ground magnetic data. We signed an option earlier this year to get into the project. Now, with that option came the ground magnetic data, and of note is that this ground magnetic anomaly, which is approximately 3.5 to 4,000 nanoteslas, so very intense, is essentially one of the large magnetic alteration systems that has yet to be drill tested in this area. So it's a very, very exciting target. If we look at the inversion of the magnetic susceptibility, you'll see that they're reasonably large bodies there. This is a 0.3 to 0.5 SI, and sort of 0.4 to 0.5 SI represents pretty much at least 10% magnetite. So significantly altered and highly magnetic rocks. So to look at the work that we've completed in the last couple of months in our work program, the first thing we did was some geological mapping, and you'll see that's here on this diagram on the left. And importantly, what came out of that was a lot of alteration in this zone up to the northwest. So you'll see that there is some chlorite epidite alteration here, some large zones of it. There is some chlorite silica alteration through this area. And then in the southern part of this circled area, we have some calcite alteration, both the alteration of the host rock as well as veins. So very encouraging that these andesites have such strong and spatially extensive alteration through them. So just last month in October, we completed a gradient array IP with MT data collection, also a survey over the entire area. So you'll see that this is that magnetic anomaly we've been talking about. And essentially what came out of that survey was this large zone of anomalism. This is showing the chargeability here up in the northwest of the license area. And that continues for about 1.2 kilometres in strike length. And importantly, that geophysical anomalism is coincident with where this alteration was mapped. So we see that as a very positive indicator that those two are spatially coincident. So that's where we sit at the moment. What we're planning is our drilling program for next year. We're looking at approximately 1,500 metres of diamond drilling at various of those alteration and geophysical targets. We're looking to start in Q1 of 2025. Look, I hope you now have a better understanding of this project. And particularly what our plans are for that going forward. If you'd like to know more, feel free to go to our website, tribecaresources.com, and there you can subscribe to our mailing list, and you'll get all the information coming direct to your inbox. And once we start drilling, we're hoping that we'll have some great news to be sharing with you. So thanks a lot for your time, and thanks for listening. I look forward to speaking again.